a lot of people, I probably got 8 or 9 people asking me last week, like, so can I still get my house sold? And I was like, do you think I only work 8 months out of the year? Because it's not true. So yeah, you absolutely, there's still plenty of time to get your home sold before the holidays, before the end of the year. You know, during the holidays, we can make that process happen. And a lot of people, because of time off and their availability, actually prefer to do it this time of year because they do have some of those extra days off where they can take 1 or 2 days off of work and get a week off the way the holidays land on the calendar. And so when we look at that, too, the other thing that I tell a lot of people is, like, if it's done tastefully, and I do put that disclaimer on the front of what I'm about to say, if it's done tastefully, you can make many houses look better during the holidays.
Yes.
So I kind of say, like, it's like staging. I don't know if anybody else noticed this week, but this week was, like, earlier this week was what I call the Starbucks changeover. And maybe it's because I go in the morning early, like I go like before work and grab a coffee at like 6. I do have, that is a problem that I have, you know, like I have to have that coffee. But you walk, I must have been, I don't know, earlier this week, Wednesday or Thursday. I mean, I walked in and it was like a different store. You know, everything was red, the cups were a different color, and I just immediately, like, I had to say something out loud to, like, the baristas and stuff, and I don't think what I said was appropriate because I was like, holy blanking Christmas. And so the baristas and I had a laugh because I was like, I mean, it was that intense. But I left, like, as I walked out, I was in a different mood, you know, like I just had a little more pep in my step, and that I hadn't drank the coffee yet. It wasn't because of the coffee, just that environment and staging. And so it made me think, you know, like, this is how you can present a house to a buyer this time of year when they come in, and then they can start to visualize, oh man, this is what my family Christmas would look like in the house. This is what Thanksgiving would feel like if I owned this property. So the environment does matter, and you have an opportunity this type of year to kind of make that, just help a buyer make that decision. So that's one reason why it can be a really good idea to be listed this time of year. Second thing that I put down is a lot of companies make relocation decisions in the fourth quarter for the preparation for next year. And so, you know, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, we started doing a lot more relocation tours where companies will send us their prospects, and we will show them the Tri-Cities and show them what type of house they can buy for certain budgets. And so you're getting a lot more companies doing relocation tours in the fourth quarter because they want to bring the employees and they want to be here, hit the ground running in January. Yeah. And so you can be one of the houses that gets in the way of, as I like to say, that gets in the way of them making that decision, and you can get that house under contract to a relocation buyer. The other thing that I talk to people about, and I talk to sellers about when I'm counseling them, is I always tell them November and December buyers are very serious. Yeah. A November and December showing is way different than a May, June showing because it takes a lot more effort to be looking. Yeah. Like the weather, it's not as nice out. You have to now have a flashlight at 4:30. Yep. In the, you know, there, you know, I mean, that's a whole nother show talking about how daylight savings ruins real estate. But like literally, like if someone gets off work at 5 and they're like, normally they're like, hey Lance, let's go look at some houses. You know, 4 months ago, I had 5 to 9:30 that I could go show them houses. Now it's like, okay, you know, I've got double flashlights in the hip holster, you know, to go show houses. So that's harder. The weather's harder. People have parties to go to. They have events to go to. So if you're getting a showing now, those are generally not looky loos. And so you need to take those buyers very serious. If they're asking questions, those are things that you want to answer quickly and get back to with people that this time of year. The other thing that I wrote down that happens this time of year, and I was just talking to at this event I went to, at this networking event I went to, I was just talking to the D.R. Horton rep for the area with D.R. Horton Homes, and we can sell. That's another thing is we can sell new construction, any new construction to a buyer that's out there. We can show and sell you at the Kenmore team. And one of the things they were talking about was a loan program that they were rolling out that had a very, very low interest rate for like the first 5 years. I mean, it's like a rate you can't get anywhere else because they're using a national mortgage company and they're taking advantage of some of these holidays to run specials. And so that's the other thing I wrote down is the marketing and the specials that people run during November and December, myself included with our team. We do a lot of extra marketing reach outs. We do a lot of reach outs to past clients in our database to interact with them. So we're pouring extra marketing dollars into these specials, and buyers can get some great deals. Like when she was describing to me the interest rates you could get on some of these new D.R. Horton homes, it was very, very attractive for a lot of buyers that we have that are looking. So if anybody has any questions about that, go to kenmoreteam.com, shoot us a message. We can help you kind of look at the different rates you can get and the different specials you can get when comparing different builders and help you make that decision. So those are some of the big reasons why people would list now, look at buying potentially right now during the holidays. The other thing that I just wanted to make perfectly clear, John, is that I also want people's business. Yes. Like I'm not shy about that. Like in the fourth quarter, we make a big push on our team. We don't just, I call it like we're not one of those realtors that just crawls into a cave and disappears until March 1st. So we're very busy and active in the market. And so we would love a chance to earn your business and go ahead and interview for your business if you're looking to buy or looking to sell. So all of those reasons kind of combined with our customer service and what we do, it's absolutely possible to still buy and sell by the end of the year.
Yeah.